Hello everyone and welcome to Heather's Happy Stitches. I'm Heather and today we are going to be setting up a new diamond painting. I've got to, I do eventually have to spend a whole lot of time doing my custom for Christmas, my Christmas present, but I don't really feel like doing it right now. Don't laugh at me. So I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to paint minis or set up a new one. And I don't really feel like painting minis today. So we're just setting up a new one. Alright, so I got my containers. I got my Sharpie. Oh, this one's broken on the bottom. That's okay. And then we got our canvas. So this one has 17 colors. It is a 30 by 40. That means 30 this way, 40 this way. But it's the canvas size that's that size, not the actual drill area. The actual drill.
Mr. Dracula's having a bad day. I just got him again.
The actual drill area is only 22. Yeah, it's a 40 by 30. Okay, so this is. You can see the picture. You can see the picture pretty well from the distance, but this is what it's supposed to look like. Let me point the light at it a little better. Right there. That's what it's supposed to look like. So, but for now, we're going to set this aside and we're going to set up the drills. A little crinkle ASMR, if you will. Alright, so let's see, we've got, we've got 4 bags of the 310. Let's make sure they're actually 310 this time. The one I was doing on my YouTube channel. I love ASMR too. The one I was doing on my YouTube channel, the 310 was actually $9.39, and I was so upset. But it looks like it's actually 310 this time. So I'm gonna need a bigger container for these.
They finally focused me.
That one has water in it.
I guess they got tired of letting me sit in the background and destroying them. I am?
Alright, don't mind Jeff in the background. He's playing WoW and he's on Discord. So if you hear him talking, just ignore him. Especially you, TJ. Alright, so let's throw these 310s in there.
You said to ignore me for something reason.
No, I was telling anybody, if anybody else was watching, I said if you hear Jeff in the background, just ignore him. Especially you, TJ. I forgot to set up my questions. Oh no. Because I'm boring. My life is pretty boring. I don't have anything to talk about. That isn't complaining. There's Chrome. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I'm on this one. Okay, it is, which store would you choose to max out your credit card? Like an online store or a regular store? Like an online store, I'd probably do like Amazon or AliExpress. For the diamond paintings and other crap that I want. Okay, so we're gonna put. I'm just gonna write.
No bubble this time.
I'm just gonna write straight onto these caps. I'll get some rubbing alcohol and get it off. So that's number 1. And then down here I'm gonna put the DMC code. It's 310. All right. Okay. Would you ever consider living abroad? I don't know. Probably not.
How many juice does he have? I'm purging it, and I'll go away.
I might want to travel abroad, but I highly doubt that I would want to live abroad. Oh. How many days could you last in solitary confinement? Pretty damn long, I would say. Okay, so this is 2. Considering I'd rather be alone than with people, I think I'd last pretty long. 561. I don't like people.
Let's go for kill number 15.
People give me the heebie-jeebies. Have you forgiven yourself for past personal failures? I would say yeah. Because you can't dwell on the past, and nothing you do will ever change the fact that you failed. You know, and if you focus so hard on past personal failings, you're never gonna... This lid won't snap. You're never ever gonna be able to get past them. So, oh no! No, no, no! There it goes.
Uh-oh, they're shooting me back.
801.
Oh, enough.
Oh no, don't. Don't you do it.
I can hear their voice come. Somebody kill that hunter in the back. I got focused.
Did you get done? Have you ever suffered a fracture? Like bone fractures? No. I've never broken anything, never had any hairline fractures, never never ever. And all but my gallbladder, which was removed 3 years ago. I have all of my body parts too. Have you ever dated 2 people at a time? No. Because I'm not a cheater. Not a cheater, not a cheater, pumpkin eater. So, nope. That's a pea green. No, that's like green beans. Can you see that? Looks like green beans. Isn't it pretty though? Super sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
5 is 9:34. Okay. Have you ever been in a beauty pageant? No. No. When I was younger, I wanted to be a model. So I was in like a runway competition, but that's not a
16,
beauty pageant.
Oh yeah.
And I was offered, that happened in like 4th grade, I think it was. The school had like a modeling, it was like career day, and a model guy came and he offered me a job because I won the modeling contest. And he offered me a contract, but my mom wouldn't sign it. So, no modeling for me. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle? Yes, I have. I'm a little scared of motorcycles now, but that's because my brother died on a motorcycle. He was stupid, and I'm a little anxious about getting on him. I'm not afraid of him. I've ridden on him since then, but it still makes me really anxious to get onto a motorcycle because of it. Have you ever taken a self-defense class? Yes. Yes, I have. Do I think it helped? Maybe. What is she yelling about? I can hear her over here. Have you ever visited a country outside of your continent? No. No, I haven't. The only other country I've been to is Mexico, and I'm not sure that counts. Have you ever won a trophy or award?
We can rally and win this now.
Yes. When I was younger, I was on a track team, and I won track rewards. A track reward.
Did you get him?
I was on the The relay team. I was the first one on the relay. I wasn't the anchor. I wasn't quite fast enough for that.
They pushed the graveyard.
Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? Yes, yes, and unfortunately.
Ooh, Hunter. Yeah.
You sound creepy, Jeff.
Huh?
You sound creepy going after that,
The Hunter?
that hunter. You're like, Hunter, ooh yeah.
You doodling away up there?
Which one was my favorite? I would say the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games, Harry Potter, and Twilight isn't even on my top 20 list of favorite books. Did I say that right? Yeah, Twilight is not on the top.
Alright, push the next graveyard.
Alright, what age did you go on your first date? Oh, that's pathetic. My first actual date? Well, I had a boyfriend in high school, or a boyfriend in high school, but his mom was super strict, so I worked with him. That's the only reason why we ever got to see, or worked with him, so that's the only reason why we ever got to see each other outside of school. But beyond that, we didn't really see each other because his mom was super strict about school. So we never actually went on a date. And I mean, the way he asked me out was hilarious, because we were at work and one of his friends came up to me and he's like, "Hey, would you want to date this guy? Let's call him Jim. Hey, would you want to date Jim?" And I was like, if Jim wants to ask me out on a date, or ask me out, have him come ask me. Tell him to grow balls and ask me himself. And like 20 minutes later, Jim came in and asked me out. And I was like, wow, I thought you were just fucking with me. Screwing with me. Sorry. Even PG-13 movies are allowed to have one F-bomb, right?
Finally looted some people and could have potentially turned into quest if those guys were alive.
So I don't think my first actual date was until I was like, because I dated him in high school, and then shortly after we broke up not too long after that, and then like because my birthday's in June, so I didn't graduate high school until I was 18. So then I didn't, do it until I was 19. And then I was in my first serious relationship when I was 20.
Yeah, they come too. There's a bunch of guys coming.
So I don't think I went on an actual legit date until I was 20. After a breakup, would you rather be alone or surrounded by friends?
My pet's still fast.
Alone.
Okay, but I still them on.
I would rather be alone. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Goodness. None of the above. Well, I mean, if I got their money, I mean, like, or if they share their money with me, I'd say, like, Goldie Hawn was the first one to pop into my head, but she'd be like a way older sister. I could probably pass for Julia Roberts' sister, or any other redheaded actress, but Julia Roberts is the only one, the only redhead that I can think of off the top of my head that's naturally red.
We've been pushing all the graveyards.
What flavor of tea do you enjoy? I like sleepy time tea. I like mint tea. But given the choice, I'd rather have just plain old regular black tea. Sweet black tea. What is a strange occurrence you've experienced but have never or rarely shared with anyone? Like, I got abducted by aliens once. Not really. Ow. Nothing. Strange things don't really happen to me. And if they do, I quickly block them out and forget about them. So, what is one thing you'd rather pay someone to do than do yourself? Oh, goodness. I'd rather pay somebody to do my laundry. The washing and drying part of it isn't that bad. But the folding and putting away part of it, ugh, I hate that part. So, but if I could pay somebody to do the whole process of the washing, drying, folding, and putting away, I'd be set. What is the first amusement park you've been to? Castles and Coasters. That is an amusement park here in Arizona. It's
Have they taken the base yet?
It's got roller coasters, it's got a big old arcade, it's got yawns. It's got yawns. It's got, what's it called?
I just saw
It's got that ship that goes woo, woo, woo. Yeah, it's got bumper cars and bumper boats and everything like that. What is she yelling about now? Is she hurting your ears? Oh, you don't have your headphones on? Are you guys doing a battle round? What number am I? 16. I am on 16. What is the last compliment you got? Jaden complimented my hair, trying to butter me up so he didn't have to go to bed. He goes, "Mommy, you have really pretty hair." And I said, "Oh, thank you, buddy. But you still gotta go to bed." What is the most boring movie you've watched? There have been a couple of boring movies, but the one movie that
Have you just not tried?
the one movie that I've started watching and have never finished is Dune. Is it Dune or The Dune? Jeff, is it Dune or The Dune?
Dune.
Dune. It is Dune. So that is the first movie that I've watched but haven't finished watching. I mean, I've watched a couple of boring movies, but like it's one of those grind your teeth and get through it kind of movies. But Dune is the only one that I have not gone back to. Like, I turned it off and I did not go back to it. I still want to read the book though, because I hear the book is betterer than the movie. What is the scariest movie you've watched? Oh, what is it? Is it the second Friday the 13th movie? The one with Freddy Krueger? No, that's a Nightmare on Elm Street. The second Nightmare on Elm Street movie. The one where I was little when it came out. And my mom, like when it came out on VHS, my mom brought it home. Wait, what year did it come out? I don't know, but I was little.
Where'd you guys go?
I was really little when it came out. And my mom watched it and she told me I couldn't watch it, so obviously when she was engrossed in the movie, I went out and snuck in and watched it. And the part that I caught, spoilers, by the way, was where Freddy was using a guy's insides as marionette strings. He was using a guy's insides as marionette strings so that he could walk him off the side of a building. And it was the scariest thing I had ever seen. I mean, I've watched it since, and it wasn't scary like I remember, but being little like I was, that was the scariest thing I had ever seen. Alright, so let's see if this thing is big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite big enough. Oh well. For right now, I'll just leave them all out. I'll put these in there. And these back in there. Alright. So let's set these up in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many kills do I have? I can't see that scoreboard
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Haha! Oh, I'm stepping on something. Ugh. You see the top of my head. Oh yeah. Alright. Alright, let's get my light pad down. Light pad. And the canvas. So we're just going to relax it a little bit. And then he's going to flip it over. And he's going to relax this side. I'm just trying to force it down a little bit to get the wrinkles out. Or at least some of the wrinkles out. Alright, so turn this bad boy on.
I'm still ahead.
Alright. Yada yada. Turn you down. Alright. So we're going to start over here on the top right corner. Let me get a cover minder. I don't know what happened to my giraffe cover minder. All I have is my Eeyore minder. So I don't know what happened to it. So I'm just gonna snip this so that I can easily tear it. No, what? Did you get dead? Oh. I thought you were saying no. You were saying hello. Hello. All right. Where are my pens? Well, there's one, but I need the multi-placer. The multi-placer. Multi. Oh my goodness me. Well, I guess I'm going to have to use one of these other multi-placers. Alright. Oh, there's a four-placer. Yes. I'm using this.
Some guy attacked me on the way over there when I was running the group, so I stopped and just annihilated him.
Alright. So we got tray. friendly Jeff.
What is that? He wants to die? Are you gonna run too?
Jeff.
Come on, Demon Hunter, don't run from me.
Alright. So, what is the worst grade you got on a test? F. I've gotten F's on tests before. I've gotten F's on lots of tests before. What is your reaction towards people that... I'm not going to answer that question. What is the farthest away place you've been? Furthest away from where I live currently is where is it? It's either Indiana or Tennessee. She's loud. What is under your bed? I have drawers under my mattress. Like we have one of those mattress, what are they called? Frames, that's what they're called. The frames that have the drawers on the sides, the 2 on the sides and then the 4 on the bottom. We have those underneath the bed. But I mean, there is usable space under the bed, like underneath the mattress, but we have like a really big mattress. So even if I wanted to use the space that's underneath the mattress for something, I'd never be able to move the mattress by myself. So that's out of the question. What is on the walls of the room you're in? Shelves, pictures, Indian arrowheads, more pictures, Jeff's Navy stuff, that's it. Let's see. What is one guilty pleasure you enjoy too much to give up?
Is it a dick move to dispel somebody's time warp?
Family friendly. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure I have a guilty pleasure. Is that like going to the store all by myself even though I should take my child just so I can have some alone time? Running away for the weekend, going to a hotel room so I can be all by myself? That kind of thing? That only happens once a blue moon. So, absolutely it's too good to let go of. I want to go again soon. I'm starting to go stir crazy with all of the people in the house. And it's starting to get really bad. Like the constant demand for everything, even when I have days off.
You should see my health bar. I'm like getting healed by like 3 different people right now. Yeah.
What is something about yourself that you will hope will change but probably never will?
You guys can go without me. I'm holding the gate almost single-handedly. You should see like the HK private scrolling around my thing.
I would say, I don't know, that I think of myself as stupid. Even though plenty of people have told me I'm not, I still think of myself as stupid.
Me? No.
Where do you buy your jeans? Usually at Walmart. But I hate shopping for my clothes shopping. I hate shopping, period.
In years.
I usually go...
Well, maybe not years. I think I went on a battleground with Vince once.
Yeah, I don't like going... I go grocery shopping, but I spend the least amount of time possible in the grocery store. And I mean, the only time that I've ever enjoyed my time in the store is when we were shopping for the wedding. And then we would get like sucked into a time warp. And like we'd think we'd only be in there for an hour when we were really in there for like 5. But that's the only time I've ever enjoyed shopping. Let's see. Where were you on Valentine's Day? Right where I am. At home doing nothing. Where would you want to retire to? Oh.
It's possible all 500 of those kills are on this battleground.
How long have you been guys been doing that one battleground?
Over an hour.
Is this a classic battleground?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I thought they put a time limit on it. Where would you want to retire to? I don't know, maybe... I don't know, I'd probably stay right where I am in Arizona. What is something you were gifted at? Crafting. What is something you wish you were gifted at doing? I wish I was gifted in like legit painting. Like looking at a canvas, seeing a picture, and then being able to produce that picture. That would be like something I could do, but that's not something I can do. And like I can't color, I can't blend, things like that. I mean, I can do basic coloring, and I can do basic things, but coloring in general, not so much. Oh, that would be it. that would be what I would be gifted at, coloring and painting. Let's see. What is the best compliment that you have ever received? I don't know. Come on, get out of there. Dang it. Alright, so what is the first movie you remember seeing? Oh, that's a very good question. I'm not sure. I don't remember going to the movies as a kid. So I mean, honestly, the first movies I remember seeing was when I was working at a movie theater. And then I got to see all the movies. What is the first thing you do when you get home?
We just took the graveyard outside the base back.
I put my purse down, put my keys on the hook, and then I go and smoke. That's it. If you're expecting some risque thing like take off your shoe, or take off your bra, or take off your shoes, or something like that, nope. I'm one of those people that if you get dressed once, you get dressed for all day. Or if you put on your shoes, you have your shoes on all day, even if you only go outside one time. If it requires socks and shoes, they're not coming back off, because just in case. What is one item you can't leave your house without? My wallet. I can't leave the house without the wallet. I can't say my phone, because I leave my phone at home all the time, because Jaden usually has it, and I take Jeff's, because the only reason is because I need to have a phone in case something happens. But I mean, I'm on my phone a lot, but like, it's not social media. It's usually like watching YouTube or watching Netflix or watching Hulu on my phone, because there's not really a place for me in the house to be able to sit and watch a TV. Plus, I don't sit long enough to actually watch TV, so I like to keep myself trekking around. Like, I watch TV on the phone while I'm cooking, or doing laundry, or sitting here while I'm diamond painting. Like when I'm recording for my YouTube channel, that's the reason I don't have sound, is because I'm watching something. Plus I don't really have a lot to say when it's on YouTube. What do you like about your home? That's a tough one. Why? Because I didn't decorate this house. Jeff's mom did. And as much as I make little changes here and there, I can't really decorate to my taste. Because this house is like trapped in the 70s with shag carpet and wormwood walls, and It's trapped in the 70s and there's nothing I can do about it. What do you love about living in your neighborhood? I don't know. I don't really love living in my neighborhood. The kids in the neighborhood used to be Jaden's friends, but they're not anymore. So it's not that. The school that he goes to isn't in the neighborhood anymore either, so it's not that. The neighbor's pretty nice. But nothing really. If you could change something about your home without worrying about expense or mess, what would you do? I would gut it and rebuild. Hands down. I would gut it and rebuild. And add a second story. I would leave the frame of the house alone. I mean, if I could. But I would gut it all, take all of the walls down, and rearrange everything, make it a more open floor plan. Because, because the house is divided into the front of the house and then the back of the house. The back of the house is where the bedrooms and bathrooms are. The front of the house is the living room is here. The kitchen is here. Or the family room is here. The kitchen is here. The TV room is here. Because this would be the formal dining room, and this is the regular, or formal living room and regular living room. And then over here is like the storage shed on the outside, and then the washer and dryer, and then the door leading to the carport. But it's all sectioned off, or pretty much sectioned off. And I would make the front of the house into a more open concept house. And then I'd extend the back of the house, because the house is shaped like an L, and I would extend that L shape out to the whole house, so that it gives us that would give us like almost 30 more feet extended out to the house. And it's not like we're going to be losing backyard, because out there is either concrete or bricks anyway. So it's not like we'd be losing yard space. And then a second story, so that we could I could put my craft room and all that stuff up there. So that I wouldn't have to get a she shed, but I really want a she shed. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Definitely a night owl. Most definitely a night owl. What time is your usual bedtime? Somewhere between midnight and 2 a.m. usually. But I also have insomnia, so Even if I wanted to, I couldn't go to sleep sooner than that. What is the first thing you do when you open your eyes in the morning? Turn off my alarm. And then I get my glasses. And then I get my hair tie. And then I move the dog out of the way. And then I scoot to the end of the bed. Put my hair up in a ponytail. And then I go to the bathroom. That is my morning routine. Like, I don't know how people can, when they first get up in the morning, how they can not go to the bathroom. Like, they can go and they can make coffee and they can go and smoke or get the paper or other things and not go to the bathroom as soon as they wake up. Just like pee. But like, as soon as I wake up, my bladder lets me know that I've been asleep for 8 to 10 hours. Sometimes 3 to 4 hours, but like, my bladder lets me know pretty spot on that I have to go to the bathroom immediately as I wake up. What is the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning? Do I really have to get out of bed? Or 5 more minutes? Wow, she loud. What is the first app you check when you wake up in the morning? I check my email, and then I check Class Dojo. But I don't know why I check Class Dojo. It's not like his teacher ever responds to any of my messages anyway. So do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? No. I don't even remember nightmares in the morning. When it's a nightmare, I usually just wake up in a panic, not knowing why I'm panicked. What is the first time you were allowed to put on makeup? I was allowed to put on makeup for the first time when I was 15 right around the same time that I shaved my legs for the first time. But I get lucky. Nobody in my household knew how to really put on makeup. So none of them really wore makeup. So when I was allowed to put on makeup, I never really did. So even now, I very rarely wear makeup. Unless I want to feel pretty. And then I wear makeup. And then I immediately wipe it off. Like, I'll do up a whole pretty face, feel better, and then take it all off. What is the first book you remember reading? Where the Sidewalk Ends. It is a book of poems. My favorite poem is in that book. Hopefully I don't get marked for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'll tell you my favorite poem out of that book. It's lazy, 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 lazy Jane. She wants a drink of water, so she waits and waits and waits and waits and waits for it to rain. That's my favorite poem out of that book. And I still remember it all these years later. I would check that book out from the school library just for that poem. Even though I knew it by heart, I had to have it so I could read it. Didn't matter that I knew it by heart. What is the last book you read? Goodness, what is the last book I read? What is the name of it? Oh, I'm sleepy. Let's find out, shall we? Is it Amazon in here? Ah, no. Go to A. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's on here. I think it's in Audible. Do you have Audible on here still? You do. It's called Dragon Bones. The Hugar Duology. I've recently started the second book. It's called Dragon Bones. Or not Dragon Bones, Dragon Blood. But I don't know, I didn't really like the first book. It was slow. And it was a little too choppy for me.
677 kills.
Golly. Is it all that one hunter?
Yeah.
Jeff, did you hear me?
I'm still here. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, ignore me. I don't care.
Are you talking to me?
I was talking to you, yes.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, was it all of that one hunter?
No.
Did one come up? All right. So, what are books on your shelf that are begging to be read? I want to read The Handmaid's Tale Part 2. But I think that was a pre-order. I don't remember. It's an Amazon book. What is it? The Testimonial or something? I'm not sure. But that's the next book on my list to read. After, if I decide whether I want to finish reading the series that I'm reading. Because I don't know. Because that it's kind of boring, the series that I'm reading now. And I always give the first book a chance, but the second book, if I don't like the first book, I probably won't like the second book. So I generally don't read the second book if it's a series. Like I read, what's it called? Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And that was so confusing. I was so confused for a lot of it. I guess I don't have the brain power to keep track and understand all of the things. So I didn't read the second book. What book do you remember being as... What book do you remember as being important to you? Well, I know for a while the Twilight series was the only series I was reading. Like I would get done with it and read it over and over. I would read it over and over again. But that's because it was right after my brother had died. And they were the only books that I had because they were a gift to me. And I didn't have any of the other books, or I didn't have any other books at the time. So that the first three books of the series, I just read over and over and over and over and over again, just trying to lose myself into another world. And I mean, because I was severely depressed after my brother died. So I didn't really care what I was reading. So, and then I got tired of reading the books over and over again, so I went to fan fiction about the books. And that's how I read 50 Shades of Grey before it was even published. Because I read it when it was, what was it? Man of Steel or something? As a fan fiction. There are a couple of books based on Twilight fan fictions, some of which you probably had never read. Because they weren't super popular. They were like, I don't know. But I can't think of the titles off of the top of my head. I would have to go looking for them. But, yeah. Some of the people that write Twilight fan fictions, they're really good authors. Or, fan fictions in general. Alright guys, I'm going to take a break real quick. I have to go potty. So I will be right back. So apparently when I came back from break, I forgot to turn my recording camera back on. So I didn't get any of the stuff that I did after I finished with that section. So as I finished this whole section, except for a couple of spots here and a couple of spots here, and I started in over here. Over here. I generally don't know what I talked about. I honestly don't remember, but if you would like to participate in my stream, I stream almost every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I don't only do diamond paintings, I do cross stitch and painting of minis, and there are a couple of other things that I want to try on my channel, or on my stream channel. Although it is called diamond_painting_Heather for Diamond Painting Heather, but I don't only do diamond painting. Diamond painting is the majority of what I do, but I do other crafting things, like these cover minders that I have, and the Eeyore one, or the needle minders / cover minders that I have, I built on my channel. I've got a couple other kinds that I built on my stream, but it's basically anything to do with, even though I called it diamond painting, because these do mostly have something to do with diamond painting, and they mostly have something to do with diamond painting. And they do with cross stitch, but since diamond painting is cross stitch by numbers, I think it's only a logical leap to be able to do cross stitch on my channel. And then the painting minis, because I get bored or frustrated or something else with the other crafting, it's easy to do painting, so that's why I do it. But Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And remember, you are beautiful. You are amazing. Keep being you. And have a good night.